I can tell you that 5 years ago, inside of my business, everything that I wanted 5 years ago, I have right now. Hello and welcome to the Elevate podcast. I'm your host, Patricia Nowakowski. I'm a salon owner, educator, and mindset coach that helps hairstylists and salon owners go from overwhelmed and burnt out to motivated and empowered. It is my mission to help you systemize your business, generate more profit, and create a career behind the chair that you love. Join us every week to learn about small shifts you can make to elevate your business regarding mindset, marketing, social media, business systems, and so much more. Welcome to this week's Elevate podcast. This week, we are going to put our focus on mindset, and I wanted to talk about manifestation. So manifestation is something that I have always done. It is one of the things that helped me create and open my salon 10 years ago. It's something that I have always been surrounded by because my mom has always talked about and utilized manifestation since I was a teenager. So I'm sure you've heard, and I talk so much about mindset, and maybe I don't talk about it enough on the podcast, but mindset truly is 80% of your business. And when we talk about business, business is a very spiritual thing. It is so spiritual. You will not experience the amount of growth that you will when you open a business in any other scenario. Hands down, it is something that I have grown doing on an exponential level. Like the amount of growth I've experienced in the last 10 years, primarily just on myself, because your business essentially is an extension of who you are, has really been a crazy journey. So manifestation is definitely something that I utilize. It was something that I actually really utilized when I opened my salon. I mean, I was so specific with what I wanted for my space, down to the square footage, what kind of building it was in, what my rent looked like, what my stations looked like, what my team looked like. When all of that came to light, because I really had searched for a space for, I would say, well over a year when I was looking to open my salon. When I actually came across my space that I actually ended up choosing, I felt like it was divine intervention. There was a salon there. The salon had just closed. I was in a great place to open the salon. I had been saving, and this spot was in kind of not your regular building. It's more of a office building where doctors' offices were, which is kind of something that I wanted. I wanted something a little bit different because I knew that a space like this would have a lower amount for rent, and I wanted something that I could afford on my own. I wanted a small boutique salon. When I saw that this salon had closed, I was like, this is my space. I just knew it. I knew it was my space because I had visualized for over a year exactly what I wanted. When we talk about manifestation, it's so much more than just like wishing things into reality, right? It really is getting clear. Manifestation is getting clear, and it's really focusing on what you truly want. It's positive thinking. It's changing and shifting your energy, because we know that energy attracts energy. So the energy that you are putting out is what you actually will attract back to you. It's like a magnet. So when we're talking about manifesting, it really just is being conscious of your thoughts, of your desires, and it's being conscious of what you are energetically putting out into reality. When we think about manifestation in that way, it kind of shifts your perception if you are not familiar with it, right? It's just essentially being proactive in all of the areas that you have inside of your life. When we talk about manifestation, it's not just like thinking and wishing for things. It's, again, getting clear, but it's taking actions. And when we get clear on what we want, it gives us the right action steps to take because we develop specific ideas and it helps us create a specific vision. And it's almost like we get tunnel vision, so we get really clear on what we need to do. So that is why I love manifestation so much. So I want to share something else with you. But first, before I touch base on my story, I want to talk about what manifestation really means. So, manifestation essentially means that you bring something tangible into your life through action and through your belief system. Manifestation is a holistic approach to goal setting through adapting your mindset and your behaviors. It means bringing your dreams into reality by living your goals. And manifestation has become popular because of books like The Secret. And this is the book that my mom read many years ago, which brought this beautiful tool into my life when I was a teenager. It has definitely helped me create this amazing life that I have for myself today. So not only does manifestation help you get really clear, right? It helps you get focused. It helps you get that tunnel vision so you can really see what you want, create action steps. It is also scientifically backed, which is something that is so crazy. There have been so many studies done, and you can actually do so many things with your mind that will show how powerful your mind is by utilizing your mind to see how powerful it is. When we talk about manifestation and we talk about how powerful the mind is, when we actually visually see something, and there was a study done, and I always loved this study, and I don't know it verbatim, so please just bear with me. So there was a study done where they took two groups of people, and each group of people were playing basketball. So on the very first day, both groups played a game of basketball. For 30 days, the first group played in person physically with their bodies. The second group only visualized practicing. And they did this for 30 days, and they found that physically actually doing the practice and just visualizing the practice in your mind both had an equal effect on their ability to play and actually become better after the 30 days. This is how powerful the mind is. And there are so many other studies that have been done when it comes to actually manifesting. There is so much research that also shows that we can grow neural pathways, not just through physical practices, but through visualization. This is just an example of that story I just told. This is just an example of that. When we're talking about having a growth mindset, and this is also something that kind of coincides with manifestation, when we have a growth mindset, this can also help you manifest your dreams and reach your goals. And the science suggests that your beliefs bring about your behaviors that lead to the outcomes we desire. So this is why it's so important to not only work on your business in a physical way, in a business way, but also in a mindset way. And this is why I'm so focused on mindset with my students that I coach on a regular basis. So we need to ask ourselves and really think about and get really clear on what we actually want. And then we actually have to spend time on focusing that and really get clarity on manifesting that. So some things that you can work on are some tools, mindful meditation. If you are not a person who likes to meditate, you can literally just drink your coffee in the morning and just kind of visually think about what you want, think about your goals, think about where you want to be, actually visually see yourself going into your business, see your team, visually see your numbers in your mind that you want to create with your business. All of these are so important to actually cultivating your dream business that you want. When we talk about manifesting, again, positive mindset is so important because when we vibrate positive energy, it totally reflects what we attract inside of our business. So when we get clear about what we want and when we're as specific as possible and we articulate exactly what we want, this helps create a successful career. And I can honestly tell you this is something that has helped me so much. I can tell you that 5 years ago, inside of my business, everything that I wanted 5 years ago, I have right now. I wanted a podcast. I wanted to coach. I wanted a successful team. I wanted to be able to take home an amazing amount of money from my business. I wanted to have a dream team of stylists, and I wanted to have multiple streams of revenue. All of these things, like, I wanted so bad back then, but I didn't have the capacity for success for it. And over the last 5 years of growing and really working on my mindset, going through the lessons, going through the struggles, really just kind of focusing on the bigger picture, I have created all of the things that I want. And looking back to 5 years ago, it literally seems like it was yesterday. It seems like it was yesterday, and it was 5 years ago, and that is so crazy. It's so crazy to me. So I think another thing to really focus on too is uncover your why. Why do you want the things that you want? Make sure that they're coming from a proactive place and not a reactive place. And, proactive is, I want to earn 6 figures. Well, why? Why do you want to earn 6 figures? Do you want to earn 6 figures because you are rolling in credit card debt and you feel like it's the only way to get yourself out? Or do you want to earn 6 figures because it's going to get you closer to your most desired feeling, and it's going to get you closer to freedom, and it's going to allow you to provide a better space for your children, and it's going to allow you to create a better space for your stylist? So really uncovering your why, seeing where it's coming from, what type of place it's coming from, I think is also something that is so important when we talk about manifestation. And the last thing I want to touch about, and I'm going to share my story with you, is you have to understand that when we are manifesting and we are putting our wants out into the universe and we are asking for what we want and asking for what we need, it sometimes shows up in a way that does not look like we expect. I recently joined a mastermind, and it's all about manifestation, and it's about really creating a healthy mind space. They do NLP, which is tapping. If you've never done that, I've been doing this for over a year now, and it's something that has really helped me. I worked with a coach who introduced me to this, and it's something that has changed my life, and they are also utilizing this in this mastermind that I'm in. But they are really focusing on just getting clear about what you want and manifesting everything that you desire for your business. It is a group that is full of moms, which is something I also connect with. So I've really been kind of just going all in for the last 3 months. I've been in this mastermind with this group. It is something that I felt like I needed. I felt like I needed a little bit of a spiritual boost, and I needed to focus on something other than that was like business minded. I had been in the beginning of this journey. I had been manifesting and wanting to attract the most amazing team. And I just kept on visualizing my amazing team. And in my mind, I thought that this team would just show up on my doorstep and all of the right people would just fall into place for my business. But what happened was, instead of it happening in the way that I thought it should, what happened was I lost so many team members all at once. I lost 4 stylists and I lost 4 salon suite owners. And to be honest, the universe was eliminating the people that were not right for my space, that did not belong in my space, to make room for this amazing team that I had been manifesting that aligns with everything that I want. When this happened, it was a huge blow to my ego. I was like, oh my God, all these people are leaving. I went into a downward spiral. I'm like, oh my God, my business is failing. I'm going to have a breakdown. This is so crazy. But then, with the support of my coaching group, of course, I connected with them and was reminded that sometimes when we really truly put things out into the universe and when we want to manifest something, we have to let go of the things that are no longer serving us in order to have the energy to give the things that are waiting for us that align with what we're doing. Now, the people that left my business, not bad at all. It just wasn't the right place for them. It was no longer serving them. It was no longer serving me. So when that happens, we have to understand that, all emotions aside, we just have to understand that things are aligning and everything is coming together. And that's where you shift. And that's where I shifted to that positive mindset. And would you know, not just a few weeks later, I got exactly the same amount of people inside of my business. So I have 4 new stylists, and all of the stylists inside of my business are just killing it. They are aligning with this new culture that I have so wanted to create inside of my business. And I have new salon suite owners. Again, I'm kind of hands off with this part of my business that are also coming into my business. So it sometimes does not show up in the way that we want, but we just have to keep that positive mindset in order to understand and in order to know that everything always works out in our favor every single time. Every single stumble always ends up being an amazing lesson. And I can honestly tell you that pain for me creates growth. Every single time I have something that really hits me in the gut and really hits me in the ego, I'm not going to lie, it makes me look inward and it makes me look at what I can do better, how I can create a better experience for my team, how could I create a better experience for the stylists that are renting from me. And that's exactly what I did. And I made these beautiful shifts in my business to create a beautiful space for the people that are coming into my business. So this experience not only provided me with new, beautiful people inside of my space, but it also helped me level up. And that's one thing that I am so grateful for with my mindset, and that is something that I've worked on, is that I don't blame and I don't lash out and I don't react in a way that is negative. I always take the opportunity, and I totally advise you to do the same, because this is something that is life-changing. It's also something that is really hard to do, but it's looking in and taking personal responsibility and seeing where you went wrong and where you can make a shift to really be better and to make changes so that something like this doesn't happen again, and to be better and just to create something that is more elevated. So that is my story for today, and I hope that you decide to do some research on manifesting, sit down and get clear on what you want, start visualizing what growth you want for your future. We are halfway through the year. We're halfway through 2022. It is like dead set in the middle. So now is the time to end this year off in an amazing way. So what are you going to do to create that? And I think that beginning to really get clear and manifesting is a perfect place to start. So if you want more information on manifesting, or if you are interested in joining this amazing mastermind that I am in, High Vibe Money Mama with Jamie C. It is something that I highly recommend. Investing in yourself really does help push you through, and it really does help you get clear when you have the support of a group. But you can also do your own research. There are so many amazing books out there that can help you shift your mindset and can help you really understand the science behind manifesting and really understand how to utilize manifestation inside of your life and your business. You can check out The Secret. That's a great place to start. So many great podcasts, but I hope today was helpful for you, and my DMs are always open if you are interested in reaching out and asking questions. Also, we have some really great upcoming things that are on the horizon, and I can't wait to share those with you. As soon as we are ready to launch, I will let you know, and it is definitely something that is going to simplify and bring you freedom as a salon owner inside of your business, so you can start enjoying what you're doing and alleviate some of the stress and pressure and reactivity you have, because being a salon owner is so hard. All right. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next week.